Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We're back with this week's top 5 comics for the week of September 13th, 2023. They were next week's comics, but now it's this week, so they're this week's comics. And now we get to talk about them. Because we can't talk about them next week because they'll be last week's comics next week. So, Murphy.
Isn't this weekend going to be International Batman Day?
It is.
I think it falls on my birthday, too. My birthday's Saturday.
Exciting.
I think it's Batman Day.
Happy birthday
so I definitely might have to go.
Murphy. Happy birthday to Murphy.
I'll have to go pick up my comics on Saturday and see what free Batman stuff they got.
Batman Day fell on my birthday one year. And I have a signed copy of Scott Snyder's... Was it? Yeah. Scott Snyder's number 44, issue 44 with a Jacques cover signed on Batman Day. That was my birthday that year.
Oh, wow. The magical time.
It really was. It really was. That comic just is complete for me. Like, it's not a rare comic. It's not hard to find. It's just it's a Jacques cover. It's Scott Snyder. Yeah. It's all encompassing. But that's not in this week's top 5. Because this week's number 5 is Avengers Inc., number 1.
So this one reads, Action, Mystery, Adventure. Her name is Janet Van Dyne. She's a hero. She's a celebrity. She's hunting a killer. His name is Victor Shade. He's a villain. He's an enigma. He just got killed. And together, they're out to solve every mystery in the Marvel Universe, starting with their own. Al Ewing and Leonard Kirk bring you a whole new style of avenging from a whole new style of Avengers. This one seems like I was saying, it reads like a spy novel.
Yeah.
You know, which I always like when they do takes on the characters that way. And it's Al Ewing.
Al Ewing, yeah. You picked this up for Al Ewing. I would.
And then also you got Alex Sinclair on color too. His art's always great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty book for sure. Moving on to number 4, we got Daredevil number 1, another Marvel number 1. Born Again, the new era of Daredevil starts here. Industry stars Saladin Ahmed and Aaron Kuder have laced up and entered the ring, ready to take Matt Murdock on a knockout of an adventure. Where does Elektra fit into all of this? What is the future of Hell's Kitchen? Romance, intrigue, and of course action, all delivered in the mighty Marvel manner.
Dude, I love that cover.
So are we just going back to standard form of Hell's Kitchen Daredevil?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's going to be a little bit more down to earth than... I mean, Zdarsky's got pretty otherworldly by the end of it, you know?
I think... Sure.
I'm honestly thinking about picking this up just because I want to know how they transition from where Zdarsky left off to, like, this new story.
Yeah.
And that cover.
Cover's pretty...
John Romita Jr.
Yeah, doing what he does.
Yeah, so, I mean, I did get a little bit more interested in the character after Zdarsky. Now, obviously, I said that I was done with Daredevil after Zdarsky, but I'm excited to at least give this one a try and see. Yeah. See how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to our number 3 this week. We got Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham. Another number 1.
Batman Day.
We got Bat books.
When you chase your own shadow, it leads you into the abyss. In a Gotham City where day feels darker and more irredeemable than the last, Batman makes a definitive choice to kill off the Bruce Wayne identity for good and embrace the cowl full time. But though he knows the streets of Gotham, Batman will soon come to find that he hardly knows himself. A serial killer is on the loose, and while the murder victims seem random at first, every clue draws Batman closer to the terrifying truth that they are all connected, not just to each other, but to him. When an all-new rogues gallery of utterly depraved villains begins to emerge from the depths of the city, Batman will have to contend with the very nature of evil, including that which lurks inside it in the darkest corners of his own heart. Face what's coming for his city. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, brings Raphael Grampa's twisted vision of both the Dark Knight and the city of Gotham to life in a DC writing debut that will reach its icy black tendrils into the deepest and darkest corners of human nature and leave you gasping for breath and more.
You're gasping for breath.
No, this one seems cool. It kind of gives me like old school detective vibes.
Sure, and it's spooky season.
Kind of like Avengers Inc. It's like it's real kind of like detective-y.
Yeah.
And it is about to be spooky season, so I wonder what type of new villains they're going to give us, though.
That's what I was going to say, is I'm always excited for new rogues.
Yeah, I'm always interested. Like Batman, they still like, even to this day, every writer creates good villains.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Batman's rogues gallery, every time it grows, it's fine. Yeah. Like, there's not many that I don't enjoy.
Yeah. And it's rare. Take a close look at the mask on the cover. It's not your typical Batman mask, and it's rare that I like when the Batman mask gets changed a whole lot, but I really like
looks this. More like an owl man.
Yeah, or it looks closer to like a Court of Owls kind of mask.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's given up the Batman persona, the Bruce Wayne persona completely.
Embracing the Bat.
Yeah.
Become the Bat.
He might go more. He probably would go down the Court of Owls route.
That sounds like some Undiscovered Country. Which leads into our number 2, Undiscovered Country, number 25. A new story arc begins. Victory Part 1. Landmark 25th issue after the harrowing revelations of the Disunity arc. The final leg of the spiral journey to the center of the new America begins. For the first time since entering the Undiscovered Country, the group has regained contact with the outside world, but what shocking news will be delivered?
Undiscovered Country. I love this book. I love this book.
It's been gone for 6 months. If you are new here, welcome. This is a good book. So what you can do is you can go pick up the first, 4 volumes now? 5?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 4 arcs, 4 or 5 arcs.
4 or 5 arcs. And then this is the beginning of a new one. You can pick up this. It's really good. It's Scott Snyder. It's a brand new world.
And Charles Soule, too.
True.
Two big writers. But I love this book so much. Like, every time it comes out, I just, like, I got nothing but good things to say about it. It is coming to an end, though.
Yes, which is fine. It's made it, like, if it goes, what is it going, like 30, 35?
I'd assume it's going to 35. Like this arc, and then 1 to close it out. Fair. But, I mean, they said, like, at, like, issue 16 or something, they said it was pretty much halfway through. So, I mean, this one, cannot praise it enough. Go pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, there's a Momoko variant.
Ooh, always good. Very cool. But moving on, because it is Batman Day.
It is Batman Day. Almost
Batman Day. Batman and Robin number 1 is our number 1.
Father and son, Bruce and Damian, Batman and Robin. From Batman vs. Robin to Night Terrors, a lot has happened to the dynamic duo. But now they are back together and ready to fight crime in Gotham. Just in time for Batman's most notorious rogues to team up to turn the city into an urban jungle. A new villain watches from the shadows, intent on revenge with a plot to turn one of Batman's greatest assets against him. Can Damian help his father solve the case before it's too late? A brand new, fun, and exciting father and son adventure begins from DC Comics architect Joshua Williamson and superstar artist Simone DeMeo. Batman and Robin, dude. Remember when we thought that it was going to be Tim Drake's time again? You remember when...
we tried. We were hopeful.
We got the 1 arc. We got the failsafe arc.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they have taken Batman and Damian to some pretty dark places. Joshua Williamson specifically.
Sure.
Has gone pretty dark with them. So, and having it back to just kind of probably an all-out action, fast-paced adventure story kind of.
Yeah, but you could do that with Tim too.
Yeah. But, I mean, Damian...
Damian's back.
But Damian's back. It's fine.
I don't know. I feel like they were distant. Like, I feel like as a community,
I think they're trying to grow Damian as more by himself.
Yeah,
that's what they've done.
Yeah,
like he's been a major character in 2 events now in a row, like back to back.
Yeah,
he's been a major player in the Batman comic itself for a while now. Yeah. I think they're trying to now give him a little more depth, and books like this will do that.
I mean, see how he and Batman interact. I think he's evolved with every writer since he was brought in with Morrison. Like every writer has left an impression on Damian in some way or another.
They better not.
Morrison created him. No, I don't think that's part of his character. I think that'll never go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited. It's always fun to see father and son together.
Now it says there's an Alfred cameo. You think it's going to be a real sad one?
You know it is.
It's going to be so sad.
I mean, that's the impression.
It's going to be Damian having a flashback.
That's the impression Tom King left on Damian. Thanks, Tom King.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom King. If you're out there watching.
Appreciate all that you do. But,
oh, man.
Cool. Anything else before we wrap
No,
this up?
I think that's it for the week. We did our top 5.
Cool. Well, before this week's comics, until this week's comics are last week's comics, and next week's comics are this week's comics. We'll catch you guys later.
See ya.